My name is Ben Chappell.
I'm Olivia Ward.
And I'm Mackenzie Giles, and this is our AT proficiency video.
Today's video will be on Sounding Board. It is free and available on the Apple and Android devices, such as iPads, iTouches, iPhones. It's basically where anywhere you go, somebody is bound to have the device that can access Sounding Board. So that's good. If you're in the airport, you can't talk, in a foreign country, someone will know, someone can help you. It is also for English language learners and nonverbal students. This is nonverbal for speech that is sometimes not understood or hard to understand. It's also for those that are coming to a new country that they don't know the language. And it is also an AAC device. What is AAC, you might ask? Well, according to Google, AAC is an augmentative and alternative communication. And it is used by people who some of the time or all the time cannot rely on their speech. That is what AAC means. And that is what Sounding Board does.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to use Sounding Board. It looks like this on your iPhone. It's this little hand pushing an icon that you find on Sounding Board. So I downloaded this from the App Store. Like we said, it's for free, which is awesome. And when you pull it up, it looks like this. There are a bunch of different boards that are already made. Clarification, control, emergency help, entertainment, etc. So things that people really need to use if they need an AAC device. So let's talk about what exactly it does. So let's talk about expressions, for instance. So when you open up the expressions board, it looks like this. And you can see we have awesome, tell me more, I like that, I don't like that, please stop. And when you, make sure my sound is up, when you push it, it says,
please stop.
Please stop. So this can help students that need to communicate but aren't verbal. Or with English language learners, it's nice because they have the picture prompts, so you can teach them maybe in their native language, Spanish, and then as they get used to it, they can push these buttons and it'll speak English, and maybe they'll learn a little bit more of the English language from that. So let's go to one of my favorite parts of this app, which is Add Board. So at the top, you're able to add your own board. And you can take a picture for your own board. So you can come into your camera, you pick something to take a picture of, like the American flag. Here it is. Use this photo. We're going to call it flags. And then this is nice for each student because you can record your own voice or the voice of someone similar to the student so they feel like it's more personal. That's actually their voice. So if you have a 5-year-old girl, you're going to want to record another 5-year-old girl or someone that's close to their age so they feel like this really is their voice to help them speak. So I'm going to do it for a 22-year-old girl or an adult person. And let's record that if I can get it away. Okay, here we go. Flags. So I pressed record prompt message and then I clicked stop record, and this is what it sounds like. Flags. So when the student clicks on flags, they're going to be able to say flags or I like flags. You can record anything. So let's do another one. We're going to add another image. Okay. So now we have Ben right here and the American flag. I'm going to use this photo. We're going to record a message. Ben is my friend. Record and stop. That's what it sounds like. Ben is my friend. And then we are done. Message name. Ben is my friend. This way the student has a picture prompt as well as a word prompt to let them know what this button means. Okay, so as you can see, Ben is the only one on that certain board, our flags board. So we're going to go into, at the top it says boards you have created. You'll click flags, and then guess what I can do? Ben is my friend. So you can do that with things that the child loves that aren't available on the actual board. You can do that with friends, with family. So you can say, I love grandma, or I like cereal. Things like that make it personal and actually make it so the student has a voice. We made this list of pros and cons for this sounding board app. So like we said, it's customizable. You can make your own board so it's more personable or personalized to the student. It's free, no money, no expensive costs for the app, and it's easily accessible. Having it available on Android and Apple devices makes it really, really nice so that the students can get it anywhere. The cons that we came up with are the devices themselves cost money, and they're not very kid-friendly, so it can break easily if you're not careful. It's time-intensive, so if you have to make a board, you have to personalize all the boards and make different voices, stuff like that. That can take a lot of time as a parent or as a teacher. And then another thing is a small database. So there are a few boards in there, which are great, but there's not very many and probably as many as you need.
Alright, we wanted to show you a real life example of how to use Sounding Board. So we got my friend here, Brandon Bergen, and I showed him how to use the device on my phone that I have downloaded before. So we just open it up and I give it to Brandon and I'll ask him a question like, hey Brandon, what do you want for a snack?
Pop.
Do you have any money in your pocket? Push it one more time.
Quarter.
You've got
Quarter.
quarters. Let me see him. Doesn't want to show me. That's cool too. Is there anything else you want to tell me on the sounding board, Brandon?
No. No.
Looks like he's all done.
Okay, so today's quick review for Sounding Board is free, which we all like. It is also available on the Android and Apple Store.
You can use it with ELL students or students who are nonverbal.
Last but not least, it is an AAC device, augmentative and alternative communication device.
Oh, and thanks for helping, Brandon Bergen.
No!